Now this you sing for yourself, eh? If you did for Eric, did for myself, you gotta do for all of us. Okay, let's do this. Beautiful Naivasha people. All right.
Still alive.
Mienendo yangu na tabia zangu zikupendeze, kuvaa kwangu na kunena kwangu kukupendeze. Mienendo yangu na tabia zangu zikupendeze,
Masika
na kunena kwangu. Naomba nifanane nawe Yesu, niwe jinsi upenda. Nifanane nawe Yesu, niwe jinsi upendayo. Niguze, nifinyange, unibebe. Niunde, nitengeneze, niwe kama wewe. Nikupendeze.
Beautiful.
Nikupendeze.
Masika.
Nikupendeze. Nikupendeze.
Wapi shangwe na vigelegele? Wapi shangwe ya Bwana Yesu eh?
Familia yangu, marafiki zangu, tuwe sawa nawe. Biashara zangu, kila kitu changu kiwe sawa nawe. Familia yangu, marafiki zangu, tuwe sawa nawe.
Wakikuyu eh?
Biashara zangu, kila kitu changu kiwe sawa nawe. Niguze, nifinyange, unibebe.
Hey.
Niunde, nitengeneze, niwe kama wewe.
Everybody let's
Mwambie
go.
Yesu.
Niguze, nifinyange, unibebe.
Let's go.
Niunde, nitengeneze, niwe kama wewe.
Mwambie Yesu wewe.
Nikupendeze.
Loudly, let me see the light. Beautiful.
Maishani mwangu. Nikupendeze. Baba, familia yangu. Nikupendeze. Baba, nikupendeze. Baba, menendo yangu.
Give God a big round of applause.
Wapi shangwe ya Yesu?
Wapi shangwe na vigelegele? Masika. Masi, come over here.
Yes.
Seen a lot of stuff you're doing in Kakuma.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
Being an ambassador for refugees means that I want you Kenyans to know that refugees are people just like us.
Wow.
In fact, I came with some beautiful girls who are from Kakuma.
Kakuma.
Yeah, please come over here.
Oh, let's appreciate that. Wametoka Kakuma. Huko Lokichokio, huko Turkana.
Turkana ni Turkana.
Turkana.
Yes.
All right, karibu
And look
sana,
at them, they're so
karibu
beautiful,
sana.
aren't
They are
they?
so beautiful. They are models.
Wow.
Wow. What's your name?
Maya Aluel.
Maya Luen.
Aluel
Aluen. From where?
from South Sudan.
South Sudan. Na wewe waitwaje?
Isalin Abdi,
From where?
Somalia.
All right.
And they're so beautiful. And the one thing is that what they've been through is
Yeah.
really a lot. And so I want Kenyans to know that we have over 500,000 refugees
Yeah.
in Kenya.
Wow.
These ones are blessed because they're able to come here because they're the brightest. You know, she's the 1% who've gotten scholarship
Wow.
to come to University of Nairobi.
Wow.
And we have 500,000 refugees. And yeah. But not every one of them is blessed to come to, you know, places like Naivasha because opportunities are not as many. And so in UNHCR, we are raising money. We want Kenyans, you know, we say Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so the one thing that we desire is that Africans and Kenyans would show it themselves that Black Lives Matter.
All right.
Yes.
Fantastic. Timafisi ni nini? Ni nini eh?
Ati nini?
No, wacha aseme simama. Simama. Sema.
They are beautiful.
They are
what
beautiful.
Yeah.
You wanna come over? Come.
Wamlambe, Wamlambe,
Pole. Wasalimie tu. Aya, na huyo mwingine basi.
Hello.
Aya, basi. Mpigieni makofi.
Thank you for appreciating.
Sorry for that commercial break. We are back. Yes, Mercy, you're saying something.
I'd like, Maya to just tell you the experience of refugees.
Yeah.
Just in a minute or so.
Yeah.
Yeah, Maya.
Hi, everyone.
Come right here.
No, I'm sure a lot of you are seated here, and the fact that you can identify with a particular space, you have never realized your privilege. Just to be called a Kenyan and having that tag is a privilege. Starting at the University of Nairobi, I have never been here, born at the border of Kenya and Sudan. Grew up in a refugee camp. Fortunate enough to have a scholarship, which a lot of guys don't have. It's because education is not a priority for a refugee. So it's like 1% of the refugee youth in the camp that get the scholarship yearly. Then you get to Nairobi, you don't know the culture. You produce your ID. My last name contradicts, I'm not a Kenyan. So I have to be double checked because I'm not a Kenyan. That's a privilege you take for granted. And you might think, why do we have refugees? Why are they not going back to their country? That's a hard question. Remember, I don't know if I'm a South Sudanese because my parents are South Sudanese. I don't know if I'm a Kenyan because I've been raised in Kenya. It's an identity crisis. As you grow up, you wonder, where is home? Why am I different from people who are in this place? I'm in Kenya. Will I ever be accepted as a Luel, not as a South Sudanese with a tag of violence? Will I be seen as a human being with a dignified life, with a hope for a better future? These are some of the questions a refugee child seated in Turkana keep on asking, seeking questions. And as a human being, I'll tell you for free, we have lost humanity. Because the small comments that you throw at a child who has identity crisis remain a permanent tag in their life. So are you changing the world for better, or you're making it worse for an individual in your country? We appreciate Kenya has hosted refugees since 1992. But do you know there is a person seated in Turkana since 1992? That's how many decades? They have nowhere to call home. They can't be employed. They are not in their own country. So you squat in a refugee camp, wait to be buried without an identity. You are a Kenyan, it's a blessing.
Thank you. Thank you.
So what I will let you take home today, as much as we are separated by borders, who are you as a human being? How do you associate with another human being? You know, every time I get into trouble with guys, they pick at you. You are a human being, you react. So you step on me, I'm definitely going to react. But don't point out the fact that I retaliated the argument applying I'm a South Sudanese, so I'm violent. Are you sure you're not hurting my feelings? Don't we have people that fight in Kenya? Do we say that Kenya was in violence in 2007, so you're bound to be violent? But you receive that because you're not in your country of origin. So what I'll put across is, as much as we're separated by borders, we are an African continent, and Africa has a lot of work to do in terms of refugees. We leave the Western world to come and deal with our problems. Like most of the donations from UNHCR come from Western world. And we keep on saying Africa is a wealth country. We have a lot of wealth on our country. Where does that wealth go? We still record the highest number of refugees. I'll say for free, it's a shame on African continent. We cannot tackle our problems. We have failed as a humanity.
Thank you. And thank you so much, Mercy, for what you're doing. And thank you so much for elaborating it to us.
Thank you.
How can we follow their stories and be part of it?
One of the ways is you can support.
They can't see you.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that they see. You can support refugees by donating. You can go to the UNHCR website. There's a little column there for you to give. You can also give through M-Pesa. Pay bill number 329378. And write UNHCR or Mercy or your name to refugees. 329378, and give to refugees in Kakuma and around this nation. Yes.
And thank you very much.
Thank you.
And thank you very much
so
for joining us. I hope you're enjoying the show. Okay? Great. And Mercy, thank you so much for what you're doing.
Thank you.
That's very deep. That's very special.
Thank you. We
So we
learned it from you.
Asante, sir. We are trying.
Yes.
So which is the one song you want to finish for us with?
This is my new song. It says muite. Kila mtu sema muite. The Bible says that our God is he keeps in peace, whose mind is steadfast on him. So if you keep your mind on God, you won't be depressed, you won't suffer, stress. God will help you and give you perfect peace. And this song says, call on God. If you're feeling like you want to, be suicidal, call on God. He's a present help in time of need. And it's a muite Yesu.
Muite Yesu.
Yes.
How many know that God is faithful? Put your hands up like this. Here. Makofi kwa Yesu. Wangapi wanamuita Jehova wakiwa wakati wa shida? Sikia. Sing. Shika. Shika. Itana. Yesu atasikia. Pesa wote shida zako fikira. Aibu yote. Yeye atatatua. Uko salama. Kwake peke yake. Mikononi mwake. Uko salama. Kwake peke yake. Mikononi mwake. Mwite Baba leo. Mwite. 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 Ambia jirani yako hujui anapitia nini. Mwambie mwite. 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 Usinyamaze. Mwite. Hey. Thank you so so much.
Beautiful. Let's appreciate Masika.
God bless you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for Mwite. 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 Usinyamaze.